Many nice guys mistakenly believe that their attractiveness hinges on wearing fashionable clothes and accessories, or, on the contrary, looking appealing due to a lack of stylish items. However, the truth is that a specific clothing item does not inherently contribute to a man's success with women. Instead, if a man associates a particular garment with confidence, wearing it may lead him to behave differently and thus impact his success. Unfortunately, these same men often lack the self-confidence to acknowledge this fact and instead rely on clothes to attribute and claim their success, as they feel inadequate without it. Women can easily detect when a man lacks self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-worth, regardless of his external behavior or appearance. A man who constantly buys expensive designer clothes and flashy cars in an attempt to impress others may seem successful and confident on the surface, but if he lacks genuine self-esteem and self-worth, this facade will eventually crumble. Another man may go to the gym every day and spend hours perfecting his physique, hoping that a chiseled body will make up for his lack of self-confidence. A man who constantly seeks validation and affirmation from others, whether through social media likes or compliments from acquaintances, is likely struggling with a lack of self-confidence and self-worth. Nice guys may have been conditioned to believe that being assertive or expressing their needs is selfish or unkind. From a young age, they have been taught to prioritize the needs of others over their own and to avoid conflict or confrontation. As a result, nice guys may struggle with setting boundaries or standing up for themselves in situations where their needs are not being met or they are being mistreated. They may feel guilty or ashamed for asserting their needs, believing that doing so makes them a bad person. This can lead to feelings of powerlessness and frustration, as they may find themselves in situations where they feel taken advantage of or undervalued, but don't know how to effectively communicate their needs or boundaries. Many nice guys tend to evaluate their attractiveness based on what other men find attractive, rather than what women actually want. They rely on what other men say women like and overlook the traits that men who are successful with women possess. Women may choose men whom other men consider undesirable, but those men understand what women want and know how to provide it by displaying masculine behavior. To increase your chances with women, you should change your perspective and evaluate yourself based only on what women find appealing and actually go for, rather than judging your attractiveness based on male standards. Your fear of shame or being labeled as a jerk, selfish, or insensitive could prevent you from taking actions that will lead to your success. However, this shame is often rooted in the belief that other people's opinions hold more weight than your own. To overcome this shame, it's important to become shameless and only start to value your own opinion above all else. Once you recognize that your opinion is the only one that matters, it will become easier to take risks and express yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. Being dominant isn't about being aggressive or controlling. It's about having a strong and adamant personality rooted in personal integrity. It's about being confident with your convictions and not compromising them for the sake of pleasing others. This doesn't mean being stubborn or argumentative, but rather holding firm to your beliefs while maintaining a positive and respectful demeanor. People will naturally notice this strength and admire your ability to stand up for yourself without sacrificing your values for the opinions or wishes of others. To be dominant, stand your ground with a smile. and let your convictions do the talking. No need to argue when you're confident in your beliefs. Only men who don't have a strong sense of self-worth tend to change themselves for the sake of women. The only situation where it might seem acceptable to pretend to be someone you're not is if you feel unattractive to women and typically behave in that way. However, it's important to realize that you don't have to fake self-confidence, self-esteem, or masculine manners. You were once attractive to women and would have remained so if not for the toxic upbringing and societal pressures. In fact, all men are born attractive, but the way they were raised generally determines how attractive they remain to women in their adult life. If you're struggling with women, it's not because you're being your authentic self, but rather the opposite. It is impossible to succeed with women if you have negative expectations while interacting with them. The way we approach any situation greatly affects the outcome, and this is especially true when it comes to interacting with women. In order to display naturally attractive behavior, all a man needs to do is remain positive and assume things will work out. Rather than adapting to the reality around you, strive to create your own reality. This involved acting as if events are already unfolding in the way you desire them to be, rather than simply accepting things as they are. By taking a proactive approach and envisioning the outcome you want, you can shape your own reality and drastically increase your chances of success. When you prioritize your own thoughts and values over the opinions of others, you exude self-confidence and self-assurance. This is particularly attractive to women, as it shows that you are not easily swayed or influenced by external factors as they are, and that is exactly what they are attracted to, as it demonstrates masculinity, a contrasting polarity to their own feminine energy. Contrary to popular belief, this type of behavior can be empowering and inspirational, and it can garner respect from both women and men.